And we are live, everyone. Welcome. Let us begin. The tower stands still within the wind. A chink in its armor is revealed, but unexploited. A storm may be brewed within, but it does so under watchful eye. Freedom is a concept which may now be closer or further than ever before. Your choices ahead will determine your ongoing fate. My friends, we come again to the 9th floor, where are now your quarters within this Mage Tower. As Bernardo awoke from his rest, he found his room reshaped in the image he sought. Strange occurrence. Could this have happened all the time? Or is this some new sorcery? Come this morning, after a meal, you are set for an appointment on this floor with the headmaster of the Mage Tower for an instruction in blood magic. Is there anything which any of you want to do at breakfast or within your rooms, or shall we proceed directly to the lesson?
Just eat heartily. Blood requires lots of energy.
Always eat
Yeah.
heartily.
Breakfast sounds good, then class.
Shall we make our way to the bottom floor for breakfast, or do you want to do that off screen, everyone?
I think just going
I'm good
to
with
the
off screen.
lesson is fine, yeah.
Okay. In that case,
Bernardo makes several stupid puns about spilling blood.
please make your way towards the classroom on this floor. Begin your lesson. Within the hallway, you find waiting for you Headmaster Barrows of the Mage Tower. He stands solemn as ever, his black cap tightly around his head, and a simple expression upon his face as you approach. Well, good morning. Such a thing does exist in this place. Even I, at times, wane with the sun upon my face and the fresh breeze within my lungs, perhaps even a warm one. But this is not our fate as those oppressed within this empire. Let us begin for the day. He moves forward to open the double doors ahead of you. Please make your way within, following the headmaster. As he snaps his fingers, the doors do close behind you, granting you privacy for this lesson. Upon entering this room, several things strike your eye. The first is a massive pool of, is it mud or clay or some other strange substance, but it swirls and bubbles naturally within a large stone container. You see also several of the great golems which have patrolled the floors of this tower and watched over its entrance. You see also Contropolis, the gnome whom you arrived to the tower with. He appears to be in the process of molding one of these golems. Why don't you all roll insight checks for me as well? Determine who, if any of you, pick up on an additional detail. Not Bernie.
No.
Not Rhiannon. All right, Aaron. I'll give it to your keen gaze. What attracts your attention is 3 vials which rest upon this table. They seem ordinary enough, not filled with any of the soul-colored or rather memory-colored liquids which you saw before. But what you see here is a lighter, almost white or light blue liquid that slowly sloshes within. There's a soft eminence of light coming out of them. And at a time, Contropolis even seems to move over towards one of them and lift it up, slosh it around inside, and gesture towards the golem and put it back before returning to molding.
Is Lulu joining us or no?
She chose not to for this lesson.
Okay.
In fact, the headmaster will comment on such and say, "I see that your shy friend has opted to exclude herself from this learning."
A rough day.
Yeah.
Indeed it has. And there will be many more ahead. You are to join me on this path of liberty. I sense yet still some trepidation from you. But hopefully it may be assuaged by some sharing of knowledge. He says, you all have, I believe, from our agreement yesterday, knitting needles upon which one might prick their finger. I would see them for about a moment. You all procure the small needles that you have as part of your basic adventuring supplies to hand past to him.
Giving him the side eye, but yes.
I just...
Step forward, once again using a telekinesis spell to conjure them all towards him. And as he flips them so that their points towards the ceiling, he mumbles an incantation which you cannot discern, and you watch as the tips of these needles begin to steam. Slowly the steam fades away. He sends them all back to you all. He says, "These will do as your blood foci to begin." You see, blood magic, the highest form of magic, requires resource. These will be your tools to draw your resource, which I assume you can do it for your early spell casting. We will not disturb Metropolis on his work on his own golem craft, but this one here belongs to Professor Alistair, and he has graciously volunteered it for our practice today. It will be the subject of your spell casting. And so, I think now is the appropriate time for me to give you all your blood magic spells. Why don't we take turns reading this? Gino, why don't you start and read us our intro line and spells?
You have learned the arts of blood, allowing you to cast its spells at first level. The following spells are learned: Blood Hex. In addition to normal hex damage, add your blood modifier. Blood Mage Armor. In addition to normal AC gain, add your blood modifier. And Blood Magic Missile. Instead of +1 damage, add your blood modifier.
And Paul, would you read the next section?
At first level, you have 2 blood spell slots. When you cast a spell, you must invoke it by inflicting damage upon yourself with a blood focus. This will generate your blood modifier for the spell.
And Audrey, would you finish us out?
As a first level blood mage, you gain access to the needle blood focus. A needle deals 1 plus strength or dex modifier damage. Your blood modifier is equal to the amount of damage taken when using the blood focus.
Do you all have any questions or these principles, which the headmaster will be describing to you as you have read them, about the function of these spells? Or are you ready to give them a try?
Seems simple enough.
Well then, we'll say, who would like to be the first to act? And in what way would you like to experiment? Also, for the purposes of this, if you want to use the base spells, feel free to add the Hex spell if it's not already on your list. I think I just added it to some of you in Roll20. And I may, in the future, customize a special version of these to work automatically. But for now, we'll just use the base spells. And add the text. So, who would like to begin, and which spell would you like to experiment with?
Bernardo will take the needle, kind of jam it in his opposite forearm, let the blood well up, and then focus a blood magic missile. Ariana! No, just kidding. At the golem.
All right. Excellent. So go ahead and
You
roll a
have
magic
shield,
missile
so
spell.
just saying.
So you are going to take, I believe it is 3 points of damage from the 1 baseline plus your dex.
Yes, and it's a 4th level magic missile, so I don't know how many.
You not quite. That functionality which he accessed last time is no longer, or is not yet available, I mean to say. So you're still casting at first level right now. But
You
what
mean
is...
my warlock spells? I don't have 1st level slots.
Ah! Yes, I failed to clarify this. At first level, you have 2 blood spell slots. So you each have 2 separate spell slots with which to cast these spells. So
Okay.
you can go ahead and create a thing on your character sheet somewhere for, 2/2 for blood magic that you can mark off. So this is going to cast at first level as a magic missile. And there you roll the 2 on the 1d4. That is going to be, instead of the +1, it is your blood modifier. So that's going to be 2 + 3, 5 damage for this magic missile. And you are conjuring 3 of them, so that's going to deal 15 points of damage, as from that blood which leaks out of your arm, Bernardo, missiles congeal and fly into the golem, giving a roar as it takes that 15 points of damage.
That is cool. What does it look like?
It looks like clear, translucent bolts of energy as you're used to, but almost with a crimson red, bloody core to them. And a trail, bits of those drops of blood which linger behind in the air, falling to the ground. Who would like to test their spell next? Unless Bernardo has more to explore with his.
He's very happy with the results. However, he's waiting to see what the rest do.
We'll try next.
I will. Let me try this mage armor thing. So yeah, prick my finger. And so 1 plus my dex mod is 3.
That's right. So that is.
AC becomes. Hold hold on. 13 is base plus my dex mod, which is 2 plus. I just lost count plus another 3, so my AC is 15, which it didn't actually change, but that's fine.
Is that due to armor that you were wearing before?
My AC, my armor with my AC, my AC with my armor is 15, but
With leather armor.
Yeah.
What brings it to 15?
oh, I didn't realize that was also part of the calculation.
No, the armor's not. I'm just curious.
Yeah, no, base is 13, but major armor supplies 13 plus my dex, which brings it
Right.
up to. I can't count. That's the problem here. 13 plus 2 is 15. It's 18. I knew that. I swear I went to school and learned math.
Perfect. So as Rhiannon, you draw your blood in a much similar way that the headmaster did when he first displayed this magic. A shimmering shield of translucent energy inflicted with that little bit of blood appears around you, a protective barrier. So yes, for the duration of the spell, your armor class rises to 18. Nice. Very good. He'll comment with a bit of a crooked smile. Would you like me to hurl a spell at you to test that armor's effectiveness, or do you trust it?
I'm good. I'm good.
He turns to you, Aaron, and says, "Are you prepared?"
Yes.
Then show us. Inflict a blood hex upon the golem. Do you have the hex spell on hand, Gina?
Sort of, yes.
So, excellent. So that
And
is
then-
going to...
Add the blood modifier to that, so.
That's right. So you are as well pricking yourself with that needle, and that blood fires away and begins to circle around the head of this creature, almost like a halo. And as it is struck, which you'll have to use some other damaging ability to do, the damage will be inflicted.
How much does the blood modifier add?
It's going to be 3, since you are able to deal
Okay.
3 points to yourself at this point with the needle and your dex. So go ahead and give me another damaging spell to put this into practice. Hit that golem with something.
I think I actually figured it out on Roll20 or on D&D Beyond because I did a custom spell.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That looks
It
good.
does 1d6 plus 3 now.
Excellent. And go ahead and just give me a firebolt or something to put that into work. The creature is standing. That'll be an automatic hit. You don't need to worry about the fail. But you have that 8 points of fire plus the... plus the 3 already. So that's 11 plus the 6 from the blood hex. So that's a lovely 17 points of damage that is dealt to this creature. As you hurl out that fire bolt, the creature gives a "Oh!" as it takes the damage. And the headmaster smiles and says, "Well casted. You are all savants in this school. I cannot wait to witness your continuing training." That is a good first session for you all. Tell me now, answer my curiosity. What's next for you within our town? You are free to continue to practice your spellcasting here. You're free to cohort with the other apprentices, spend time in the library. Tomorrow, perhaps, I will bring you to my office and show you what grand designs I have for this Cadlia. Though I am willing to answer questions you may have now.
So, one overbearing ruler for another. Is that the change you're looking for?
I apologize if my actions have made me feel overbearing.
No, I'm just saying you have grand designs, which generally is the sign of a leader who has a more heavy hand.
Any aspiring leader must have a grand design, and a bit of heaviness of hand is required to break through the barriers which contain us. Would you not agree?
Exactly. I've seen what the heavy hand of the Empire can do. Found out exactly why I'm here.
And crushed under that fist are we all. That should not be. Don't you agree?
I do. I just feel like somebody with a grand design has their own fist with a penchant for crushing.
For crushing
Just
the
phrasing.
oppressors who have contained us.
Bernardo will interject at this point and turn to Rihanna and say, "Yes, they have contained him, so much so that even when the wall was shattered by the meteor, he did not leave."
Very true.
He nods.
There's nothing stopping you from leaving, except for your own ego. And this is the course that I want to find out. This is what I want to see.
Yes. My ego. That is the course of which you are curious?
The path in which it will lead all of us. It concerns all of us, does it not?
It does. It concerns every mage in Cadley. So yes.
Non-mage does.
Well,
People trying to live their lives.
See,
What happens to them?
long ago we figured out that this is not about escape. This is about power. You want a transfer of power from one to another.
I see within each of you, as I have peered through the memories which I borrowed, potential to change the course of this continent's future. One of you has a connection with a mysterious goddess, one which might be leveraged to unknown gains, untold gains. One of you has seen the Empire's darkest secrets, their exploitation of very nature itself. There are those to which that would be a firm affront. And you of red hair have been sought by something extraordinary, I sense. And I am truly interested in seeing what will happen when it comes and finds you again. We will remain within the tower for but a time. Soon, we will depart it. But you need time to practice first. Time to become comfortable with magic. And time to forge your new place amongst your... Well, no longer are they peers. Now are they subordinates? Surely you can feel...
We're not peers because you stole their memories.
I do what I must to maintain my mandate. And there are those whom you are happy do not have those. In time you will come to understand that this order I have constructed in this tower, I have maintained for our virgin overlords. It is well wrought. Surely you feel the magic of the tower infusing you, your power growing. Still, that potential is unlocking. When I sense it has reached a plateau, that is when we will disembark from this place. Until then, marry. And be here. Shh. Perhaps ask Chondropolis about what I've been teaching him. He will smile and nod to you, and then begin walking towards the door, leaving it ajar as he exits.
He sounds like my older brother.
He sounds like a dictator in training.
Power this, barrier that. The only barriers he's referring to are social constructs that we impose upon ourselves. Overlord this. We don't agree to this. However, if we're not going to simply kill him, then we follow him. It's the only choices I see.
I mean, yes, but also I'm not going to deny that he has some kind of power, and I really don't think we can just destroy him. Also, Contropolis, what are you doing here?
He says, I'm
Man, you
making
too.
a golem. What does it look like? He says as he frustratedly fiddles with one of these crystalline vials once again.
You never
towards
lost
the
your
golem.
memories, did you?
What's it to you? Hmm? Yeah, that's what I
So
thought.
I'm right.
That's what I thought.
So I'm right.
Oh, well,
You didn't answer my question.
didn't answer your question.
So I'm right.
It might be.
So how many people like us did you ride in with to make it seem like they were that they weren't alone?
I don't know what you're talking about. I came in with you three after I got caught by some dirk bag of a paladin.
And I'm guessing you know exactly everything that led up to that, don't you?
Yes, I was running my business with my associate. We were making some good coin. See, he was a fake fortune teller, and I was the real fortune teller inside the table.
Right. So you're just a ringer. Good to know.
Hey, don't call a good businessman a ringer.
Oh, no, I meant for here.
Eh?
Because you know things. I now know why I'm here, but I didn't when I got here. And
Yeah.
as far as I can tell, me, Bernardo, and Aaron got our memories back, and we had to take them by force. Ish.
Well, hold yourself up by your sandal straps, I guess. Yeah. Look, they told me not to say stuff, and look what I'm making. I call him. He looks beautiful, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Why did they tell you not to say stuff?
Well, because you get the perks. People don't know about them. They don't know that you're above them. Sometimes that has its merits. Go sleep on a floor all to yourself, which I guess I'm sharing with you now. But
poor Pippi.
Yeah.
But, and he's going to use his persuasion skill to try to convince Contropolis to tell us why he didn't have his memories taken.
Go ahead and roll. Let's see. Well, I did, but I got put back in pretty quickly. I guess they liked what they saw.
I'm trying to discern why they got put back in and say, well, they liked what they saw or they had no use for what they saw. Which do you think is more likely?
Doesn't matter to me. I got my memories.
What's your fondest memory, Contropolis?
I think it was that time that I tricked a paladin into paying for paying a donation to an orphanage. But I was disguised as the orphan, and I took all the money.
You're terrible.
That's actually pretty amusing to me. But what was the paladin's name?
Oh, that was, I don't know, some big dragonborn Dirk. Yeah. Not Dirk. Dirk's a different paladin. Nemesis. But, I just call them all Dirks.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, what you looking at? You want me to teach you how to do this? You don't know how to do this.
He's gonna put the Hexblade's curse on Contropolis. And what do you think it's dexterity? Or what attribute?
Yeah, I think you're asking your party members, not me.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking on this. So wait, to make it
Because I'm gonna curse him and then hex him. And so he's gonna get a disadvantage on something.
You can see him with a scalpel making fine alterations to the golem itself, climbing up a little stepladder to reach it. But also he seems to be peering in comparison with whatever is in this flask.
Maybe int.
Yeah, I'll just give him a cast hex on him, the blood hex. Not to well, actually no, I'll just use a regular spell slot. But it's a 4th level hex spell, just to give him disadvantage on dexterity.
I love that.
Okay. Let's give our old friendo a roll here. Dexterity. He kind of scrapes it and slips it and goes, "Oh!" And shakes his hand out, but continues his work. Unhampered for now.
So I can maintain the concentration for 8 hours, and I will do so.
All right. Have you anything else to do in the Golem Laboratory?
Well, the Contropolis' day is ruined. I don't think so.
Do you want to test his knowledge of magical defenses by flinging magic missiles at him constantly? Bernardo's saying this to the group out loud so Contropolis can hear.
Contropolis will look towards you with a stink eye.
We all learned shield on day 1. I really don't think that's going to work.
Don't
now
think
you're
he's
just
powered.
harassing me. Shove off!
Yes!
I don't think he's powered by enough magic to withstand that level of assault from the 3 savants. And he chuckles to himself.
You all stink. And he climbs down from his stepladder and places his scalpel on the table, and he casts invisibility on himself.
Or we could just go have lunch. I'm good. Either way.
I want to go check on Lulu first, so then
Let's go talk to Lulu.
Bye.
Aaron?
Tormenting him would be no fun.
Aaron, did you have enough practice?
Yeah.
All right. Off we go.
All right. Where are you going to? What do you want to do?
I look like Contropolis now.
Why? Why? You know what? No, I'm not even going to ask questions. You already confused me enough.
Just don't give him attention.
You stink!
No, I took a bath. I don't stink. Why are you here? Oh, I see what's going on. It's underneath his token.
Yeah, the layering's not quite working for the desired effect, but he looks like the old cranky gnome.
Hey, Lulu, you okay?
She looks up at you and says, just as much as a rotten carcass.
I'll take that as a no.
That's not creepy. What's the matter?
She peers down at her vial of memories that rests in her hands and says, oh, I just keep thinking. I don't know what to think. The answers are in here, but so is the, how do I put this? Permanent impairment.
Do explain.
She holds up the vial and says, this is too much information for one head. But I don't know what to do with it. Because knowing what to do with it is in here.
They took it out of your head, right?
Yep.
So then it was in your head, so how do you know it's too much information?
I know certain things. I don't know other ones.
Lil, are you... Because we were all missing a piece of time. The time between whatever got us here and getting here. Are you missing beyond that? Like, when you were a kid? Or something like that?
She might be thousands of years old, for all we know. That could be thousands of years of memories.
But
I'm not 1,000 years old, but I'm missing all time.
You're missing more than just what you did to get here and getting here, is what you're saying.
She sounds like she's a deity. She's missing all of time.
I'm not a deity. I'm just a little apprentice. But, I do have some memories of childhood. Running around in some fields, chasing my dog. But they're all very generic. They might even be fake. I don't know.
Well, if you have to ask the question, then they are fake.
That's probably true. She stows it away in her robe again and says, how'd it go?
Sure.
Easy. He didn't teach us anything really that we couldn't do ourselves. Just minus the blood part. But, I have an offer for you, Lulu. What if I drank it? I'll take those memories. See, you said it's more than one man, but I'm not a man. I'm a halfling.
No.
Okay.
She does not elaborate.
He doesn't push it. He just thinks to himself, well, I could steal that anytime I wanted.
Perhaps. So, the question does stand and is for you to discuss what is next. Salave is interested in meeting with you, I believe, this evening.
Yep.
And you have been pulled out of the normal class cycle. So, what you desire to do is in your own hands. There was the prospect of investigating the tower further, perhaps its lower levels. There are still remaining all of the students
I
which
didn't mean to
exist
do
in
that.
classes.
Sorry.
Rhiannon could locate a creature.
Well, I wanted to see. I didn't mean to.
What would you like to do?
Actually, I might want to. Does a person count as a creature?
They would.
Oh, it says as a human. Okay.
Let's find a unicorn.
I
Those are always fun.
wanted to try and find Alvina because we haven't seen her.
Or that. Let's do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna just... Lulu, would you feel better if you knew where Alvina was?
Of course.
Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna try something and see if it works. Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Locate Creature and try to find Alvina.
Ooh.
When I've got an hour, I can wander the building. I mean, granted, half that time will be spent on stairs.
You describe
but...
it. If the creature's moving, you know. The spell can locate specific so long as you've seen within 30 feet.
Been within 5 feet of her, so yeah.
Oh, I see. Creature is described in this form. Okay, and the range is 1,000
1,000
feet.
feet. Right, but
Um,
again, it's concentration up to an hour, so I can wander the building. Because each floor is not 1,000 feet.
correct. So,
So I can
are you
basically
casting
just
the
go
spell?
floor by floor. Yeah. Yep.
You do so. You do not reach your target.
Okay. Let's go downstairs. Wait, yeah.
To the basement?
Well, I mean, eventually, yes. But I can basically want to check floor by floor.
1,000 feet is a very long distance.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, we do have to get to the basement by going downstairs, so yes.
Yeah.
Do you have anything better to do?
Not
1,000
really.
feet.
I'm just against unnecessary wandering.
No,
I'm
so
not.
so
No, you're not.
my spot math was way off, and 1,000 feet is totally enough distance.
Oh, okay, cool. Because yeah, I have no like concept of 1,000 feet.
I was just exactly.
Yeah.
When do we think of 1,000 feet? Especially when
Right
you're
now.
dealing
Shooting.
with.
When you're shooting.
There you go. But when you're dealing with verticals, and you're a layman, you don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
do.
that's right.
We're dealing with the vertical. You pick up on a reed. Down.
I repeat, let's go downstairs.
So,
I imagine it like a Scooby-Doo scene where we all just like wind up our legs like in the wind up and then pew, we all kick off.
I would
And is she moving? That's the other question.
no. I would assume that you are going to continue down until you reach lower levels.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that would bring us to here, I believe. Yes, let me roll our tokens out. Are you asking Lulu to join you, or will you be going to stay?
Yeah. I'll ask her. I was like, if you want to come with, because I found her.
Okay, I will. And that is she. Here you are. Here is 1, 2. I am bringing us to the lower floor, the first level beneath ground floor.
Okay, we've been there before.
You have indeed. And from here onwards, you will continue. Let me give movement control of Lulu to all of you, so you can move her along with you as well. Gina, why don't you bandbox her and yourself and bring all along? So, you are continuing forward. You
yeah,
are...
unless I sense her down that little hallway, but
No, she is
okay, yeah.
down further, and you are going to
cool.
follow that trail. That is a token that's not supposed to be there.
How convenient. Need to speak to her too.
That was
And she
a
ran
token I hadn't removed from last time.
She ran away. Catch her. She's guilty.
She did
No.
it.
In fact, all that you see ahead is this set of animated armor. As you have passed by the hallway which led to the sounds of clanking metalware, of people speaking, past this quiet hallway to come to this set of stairs where ahead stands one of the animated armors. Are you going to converse with it? Or are you going to attempt to move by it?
I'm gonna move by it.
Just walk by it.
As you
Yeah.
try, it holds out an arm and says, "What is your purpose below?"
Stand aside. We are doing research with the headmaster.
Show me documentation of such research.
We don't need documentation. If you have a question about it, then you can contact the headmaster.
Roll an intimidation check. This just might work.
I've rolled a 2 and a 4. Like a +8 to +11. This is ridiculous.
Says,
Okay.
halt your approach until you have permission.
Bernardo would just say loudly, should we destroy this one?
No, we shouldn't, but he should let us pass. I mean, Headmaster wanted us to come down here.
Yeah, and he didn't give us any documentation, which I would think he would have if we required it.
Did he want you to come down here?
Verbal instructions are sufficient. He did say, explore the tower.
He said, and the armor will retort, written instructions are required.
All right, so Bernardo will pull out a piece of paper and write that the headmaster gives us permission, hand it to the thing, and say, there you go. There's the written instructions.
Takes the piece of paper, looks at it, nods its head, and says, you may proceed.
Thank you.
I just walk, but
Magical.
You know, they're not very good security if they're that easily bypassed.
Bernardo, spectacular.
I have a certain charm with the golems, let's say.
That's not a golem. That's an animated suit of armor.
You mean it's not a golem?
No.
Are you telling me I'm not a genius?
No. I said it was amazing. I didn't say you're a genius.
Why, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Do I sense around this floor?
No. The corridor to the south is the one which you have entered before to visit the storage area, where you recovered virgin crystal dust, where you also entered the hidden storage room, or at least the sealed storage room, and retrieved scrolls. There is another hallway, this direction, which may lead to servant quarters. Will you continue ahead, or spend any time on this floor?
Did Bernardo get the piece of paper back?
No.
Do you have another piece of paper?
Yeah, I'll write another note. Don't worry. I'll pass.
Just make sure. Instead of
Is the locator pointing down again?
It is.
keep moving.
I couldn't hear you.
It is.
I just.
All right. I don't know what Paul's on about. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
I can too.
He's messing with us.
Yep. Okay. Oh,
It's that kind of
great.
day.
All right. I'm just gonna keep moving in the direction that it's pinging.
Okay. That means continuing down and towards this next set of animated armor, which stands in front of closed stone doors.
Hello, kind animated suit of armor. Would you please open this door for us? It's rather heavy.
Do you have authorization?
Yes.
Is it signed?
Yes.
Is it signed by a professor of this tower?
It is from a professor of this tower.
The signature of a professor of the tower is required to grant you entry to the lower level.
Bernardo goes around the corner for a moment, signs the professor's name, and comes back.
Alright. You pass him the paper, and he says, "This is the forged signature. I know what the professor's signatures appear as. This is not one of them."
Harder as we go down.
Bernardo says to Aaron, "Can we destroy this yet?"
Maybe now we can.
Rhiannon, do you want to walk all the way back, or should we just kill the armor?
I guess we can try.
So he'll say to the armor, "This is your last chance. You accept our lawful authorization, or you are in dereliction of duty and will be disassembled as such."
There is no law here. You have no authorization. I protect this door.
Didn't the headmaster say that he created the law here? I think
Something along those
literally he
lines.
just said that.
Yeah, something along those lines.
This must be a deviant. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I think you know I'm always looking for any excuse to use fire.
Wait, let me try something. This is gonna be really bad or really good. I want to try upcasting Dispel Magic at level 4 on it.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, Rhiannon's trying not to get killed.
Interesting. Roll me a wisdom check. And an arcana check. We will take the highest of the two.
Are you kidding me?
I know, it's that kind of day.
That will do.
Okay, well,
With
this
the
is
fourth
playing
level
into the
slot.
fact
That will do.
that Rhiannon has a -1 and int.
You cast the spell on the armor, and you watch as it shifts. It is, let's see. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay. So it is rolling this. It is failing. So. It falls unconscious. What this means is that the armor falls prone to the ground, losing its connection with itself. And yet what floats from that wreckage is a small, light blue and silvery orb. And you all
Like
just
the things in the
please
bottles, in
make,
the vials.
make me a wisdom check. Yes, it does appear similar.
Okay.
Wisdom check for all.
Thank you.
That's a crit. And 15. So you all hear what are the sounds, but not emanating from anywhere other than that object almost projecting them into your mind, of a woman sobbing. Am I free? Am I released? Who are you? Where am I?
Do we know that we only have a minute?
Rhiannon would. Yes.
We don't have time. We're here to help you. Go. Don't want to be here. Get as far away as possible.
No. And you watch as this silvery orb begins to float slowly up and away towards the ceiling. It bounces against it and then floats along it away, slowly making its way down the hallway and away from where you are. As the spell completes, this set of armor crumples to the ground. It is no longer animated.
We go through the door.
You can indeed now push open this door, revealing the set of stairs beyond it, which you may descend.
Bernardo draws his blade.
Let's get
And we
this
go
to
down.
here. And here we go. You descend. Stairs continue down.
Is the floor it's pinging on?
It is not.
Damn it. I really can't do that again.
Another set of armor is ahead, Bernardo, as well as a door, which to the side reaches. These wooden doors have a lighting around them in the sense of there is a lot of brightness behind them. You can smell smoke almost protruding from within, and you can hear clang, clang, the sounds of smithing, it seems.
It's the animated armor factory.
Well, I mean, you just need armor, so maybe, but like, the actual smithing is not what makes it animated.
No, but they need
Armor.
materials
Yeah,
to do it.
that's fair.
Lead on, green one.
Okay. I'm just gonna start walking forward and probably get stopped again.
This armor does not attempt to stop you.
Oh, cool. Bye. Oh, there's another one.
You see another hallway. Down the corner of that hallway, Rhiannon, you do spy cells, metal bars, classical jail or prison style. And within one of them, you see a man that says, "Hey! What are you? I don't recognize you."
I, good sir, happen to be a halfling, and you will address me with respect. Now,
All right,
what are
respect
you?
and all, and bow my head to you, Mr. Sir Halfling. What's your name? Don't know you down here. Hey, boys and girls, we got some new friends. And you hear a bunch of raucous rabble as there seems to be this good number of individuals in these prison cells that are now all peeking out from which small windows they have to seeing you all.
What are you all in prison for? This whole tower's a prison. Why are you locked up?
Man will say, petty crimes, mostly, to be honest. Though, Jeb here, he doesn't talk much. He gestures to the man next to him in the cell with him, says, he was downstairs in solitary for a while. I guess he got in trouble for attacking one of the teachers and really had to sleep it off for a while, I guess. But the rest of us have just been here for a while. Minor infractions, some of them out from outside the tower. We've got a couple of grand burglars over there. Hi, ladies. Oh, you're terrible. You're no better than us, he says. What? All I did was steal some books, some crystal dust, and a spell scroll, and it's no matter. I got caught, now I'm here, serving my time, as is right. Soon enough, we'll make it back to labor, and we'll get up all the way to cooking, servitude, and perhaps even apprenticeship again.
Are you all able to use magic?
He lifts his hands. You can see he has unconnected, but manacles around his wrists, metallic with virgin crystals imbued within them. He'll say, well, I need a spell book, and I need these off, but, yeah.
Let me rephrase. Without those manacles and in the wild, are you able to use magic in any form? Everyone down here?
Well, yes. We got a couple druids back in the corner over there, and most of us are wizards. Yeah, there's some sages from the Valley of Rain, they said. That's right. Yeah.
Valley of Rain. Would I know where that is?
Sure. Make a history check.
It's next to the Valley of Drizzle.
Low DC.
History. I don't know the alphabet. Literally, I couldn't find it because I couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
The Valley of Rain is a hidden and isolated region on the south side of Cadlia. It is within the mountains that border between the frozen wastes where you are and the continent proper. There are known to be some local clans which live there. voice calls out and says, "We were exploring the wastelands when we came upon a Virgin patrol. Now we're here. Do I sense another druidic presence in these halls?"
Yes. I just start wandering down that hall towards the voice.
"This is a cursed place.
I
Nothing
know.
grows except for in that
There's-
little garden of theirs."
There's no windows. Well, there's one now, but that's a whole different story.
It's a rather big one.
See men in mostly tribal sort of outfits, seems to be, and they seem very down on their luck. You can see that their attitudes are quite depressed, and they seem almost resigned, abandoned to this fate.
How long have you been here?
Same. 3 months.
I look over at the armor. I wish I could do something.
Don't.
We're trying.
Don't labor yourself. You don't seem to be as restrained as we. Just live your life without being behind bars. It'll be better for you.
If I can get you out of here, I will. You deserve to see the sun again.
They'll nod their heads in respect.
Bernardo will whisper over there, ask him what level they are.
It's not how this works. Just
Druids have circles and orders. They know
Yeah.
what level is.
it's not.
It's a
how-
hierophant.
It's not how we work at all.
Well,
Okay, let's
the
just
other
try
one
and
who
go
hadn't
find all
spoken gives a chuckle over hearing this and makes a bear noise. Ah!
Let's just try to find Elvina.
all right. But if
I'm
we
just
let
gonna-
all these guys go, we could have like a total revolt. Unless
Yeah.
they're 0 level commoners, and then we're screwed.
I just try to walk past the armor.
It allows you to pass.
Oh, okay, cool. Good, because I can't do what I did upstairs again.
Continuing
Going in
onwards,
circles.
you are descending.
Yes, there are circles, but it's not like that.
You are now on the 4th floor down. Approaching this space, you can see this armor stands guarding a short hallway which leads to what appears to be another guarded space. You can hear some sounds of banging on stone and sounds, it seems, of a man wailing. But that's most of all.
You know we're gonna have to investigate all this stuff later. But yes, let's
later.
find
I
your
have
friend.
we have under an hour. I need to. Do we need to keep moving down? Is the question.
Yes.
Stop talking and start walking.
I'm walking.
Apparently you haven't mastered talking and walking, so keep moving.
Another
Doors.
set of doors breaks off to the side. From behind it, you can hear what sounds like some quiet, if not focused, talking, and what almost sounds like crunching noises.
I'm just gonna say that people are eating crackers in there and walk away.
My precious.
It's crackers. I'm just eating some Ritz. It's fine.
And as you're walking, Lulu will say, crackers. Want to get some Lewis crackers in there?
Keep walking.
Did she just say that those are bones?
Probably. I'm just going back to it's crackers. Everybody's just eating Ritz down there. Put some peanut butter on it. It's great. Just gonna keep walking until I get stopped.
A set of doors is ahead, and this armor will speak. It will say, Alt, I must grant you an advisory. Only authorized students on special programs are suggested to enter this room ahead. As you're
We are
near
in
the
a very
door,
special program.
you can hear the sound of someone screeching. A man. Ah! And he will say, "Understood. This is an advisory. What is within may be undesirable to witness."
Are we talking PG-13 or rated R?
The statue does not respond.
We're understood, and I just start going toward.
Opening the door, you can see several students actually milling around out here. Higher levels, probably at least 4th or 5th. And as they enter, this woman will say, "Oh, hello. Who are you? What are you doing down here?" Note that you are now on the 5th level down.
We are part of a special program from the headmaster.
Make a persuasion roll.
I should not be allowed to talk. Oh my god!
Just say, "Okay, well, I'm not sure what he wants you down here for. You're kind of at the bottom of the tower.
Can I send Salvina yet?
No, down. It says, welcome to the most grisly place in the Mage Tower. Welcome to the experiment chamber." And she gestures towards what are 3 individuals who are chained to tables, and you can see there are several other students experimenting on them. Some have sharp implements. You can see patches of skin with different kinds of afflictions on these people, and on these tables, you can see many vials of different shades of green, some browns, several bluish colors, even a black here or there. And you can see that this student is recording notes. And the one that speaks with you says, "Well, traditional medicine still has its role in our society. Not everyone's a mage. Well, this is the cutting edge of it. These are the prisoners that really didn't play ball, so they get the worst of it."
Rhiannon has her fist balled up with her nails like digging into her palms. You said this is the bottom of the tower?
Yeah.
Bernardo will say to Rhiannon, "Clearly she doesn't have our access. We're going further below."
So, be my guest. I don't have a spade or a pickaxe.
Right. I think we took the wrong turn. Thank you. And walks out of the room.
She'll nod.
You ready for that fireball yet?
Just let me know when.
There are innocent people in there.
I'm not gonna kill innocents.
We just need to find. There's got to be a hallway we missed somewhere that has another stairwell because she's below us.
Or they just put her in a box and buried it.
Lulu's gonna say of the student you were speaking with, "She's not lying, but she is wrong."
Yeah.
What do you mean, Lulu?
She says, "I'm sorry, I don't know."
Okay, that's fine. I mean, because I know people can be wrong and not lying. It's a thing.
This is the bottom of the tower. However, there's got to be some sort of natural cave or something below it where Alvina clearly is.
Right, but there's got to be some kind of entrance. So I'm thinking there's another hallway further up.
It's always through the prison cell.
Probably. But we missed a hall anyways. top of the stairs. The one we heard the clanging.
How long has it been?
Yeah, how long has it been at this point? Because it's good for an
You've
hour. I
been
mean, it can cast it
pretty
again.
tidy. I'd say you're getting close to half an hour.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Speed
I mean,
it up, Rihanna.
I can recast. So this one I can do again. Okay, that's a room that we heard.
Crunchy
Sounds-
lunch.
Yeah, let's not open the crunchy door. I don't want to see crackers.
You can see
What's here?
several metal doors on these walls. From this one, you can hear bang, bang, bang. Ah! Bang, bang, bang.
You, Gollum, where does this, what are these doors?
This is solitary confinement.
What would you have to do to be put here?
One would need to have previously received a jail sentence, have risen again, and inflicted such a crime as to place them here if their beginning crime was not egregious enough.
Please list all the crimes which would result in solitary confinement.
Say, solitary confinement. Crimes are conditional and registered by Headmaster Barrows.
So there's no code, it's just whatever he feels like.
He is the code.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna run out to this to this armor. How many floors are beneath us?
There is the 5th level down beneath us.
How many floors below that?
It does not respond.
Go in the crunchy room. I want to go in the crunchy room. I'm gonna have to go in the crunchy room.
So outside the door of the crunch.
Yeah? Would you like to
Is
open
it-
those doors?
Is it locked or can we open it?
You can open it.
We'll open it right up.
As you enter in, you can see people. Prisoners, it seems, working, but they seem fatigued and drained almost. And as you enter, one of them turns to you and says, "Oh, hello? Are you gonna... Have we finally been reassigned?"
Unfortunately, we don't have that capability.
Oh. You can see that
I'm-
this woman and this man, they seem to have some sort of a crushing implement in their hand, but you can see that there are what appear to be green scars across their palms, as well as the other two. And you can see on carts, which seem to be on rails, which these tables have folded down over, carts full of virgin crystals. And here you can see that these two are stuffing them into pouches.
I hate this place. I hate it so much.
That's all most places are, is corruption.
It's not just corruption. They're murdering innocent creatures.
We can reassign them to the
Yep.
afterlife.
We're not going to kill them. It's not their fault. However, I think I now know how to get down below here.
Do tell.
And I just point to the back of the room.
The minecart tracks seem to be going up.
Oh. Never mind.
You're a
Alive.
druid. Can you move earth, perhaps?
Not yet.
Simple reassigning of a cantrip,
No.
pass wall, meld into stone.
That'll only let me pop out on the wall on the same side. Wait, the mining carts are going up?
Yep.
Hell? The general direction. Does it feel like she's directly below us, or like
there's a bit of
away from the
an
tower?
off angle, but it's definitely within the column of the tower.
In the tower. Okay.
Perhaps we should summon an earth elemental to excavate something for us.
I can't do that right now.
You can do it tomorrow.
I can do it tomorrow. Yes, I just can't do it right now. Because I got rid of that golem, or that the armor upstairs.
It's okay.
We have a basic idea of where she is. We need to figure out how to get underneath the 5th floor. The negative 5th floor.
You go to the lowest spot and you start digging at whatever angle the location suggests. So note the angle on the spot and the location now, because once you have the elemental, well, are you able to maintain both things at once?
Let me see something. No. Nope, I can't. They're both concentration, but I mean, they're both concentration for an hour, so I mean, we can dig for an hour and I can try locating again, I guess. We need to go back upstairs. I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
What is this place?
We're gonna ignore all of these interesting people down here.
Not ignore. Mental
We'll
note
figure
made.
something out.
We can't do anything right this second.
All right.
But I have questions for our new
Overlord.
professor. Yeah. I mean, it's not even dinner time. I don't even understand what time is in this place.
Bernardo wants to stop at like this intersection to the north right here
Hmm.
and kind of figure out what's behind here.
Certainly.
Oh, I forgot about that hallway.
You, guard, what is this?
Says, "It is the wellspring." As you push the door open,
Yes.
you can see, indeed as you guessed, a forge.
Oh.
Within it, you can see a number of people working, banging away at anvils, crafting armor. As you see there upon the wall to the south are a set of armors just like the ones which guard the rest of the tower. Also, do your eyes spy 2 more of these vials, like you saw in the Golem laboratory, on a table near the armors.
Would like to investigate the vial.
Sure.
Does
Go
it look
ahead.
like there's any
Roll investigation.
spots on the wall that are out of place? Trying to see if there's hidden numbers.
Perception check. Investigating, the vial seems ordinary enough to you, Bernardo. That liquid is strange, but at a simple look, it seems to be mystical, magical, ethereal. I would say it looks similar to the orb of energy which rose from the dispelled magic armor.
Does it look similar to the vials of memories?
Different. There's similar kind of glass vial, but the substance within seems much more sort of cloudy, smoky, rather than the memories, which certainly had a liquid nature to them.
All right, he will Tell Rhiannon and Aaron to please make a distraction because he wants to palm the vial. I look at it as freeing another soul and preventing it from being trapped in the armor.
Okay.
So you got anything? And are the workers even paying attention to us?
Let's see. Yeah, that's
As you enter, a couple of them give you glances, but they don't actually stop working. To your perception check, Rhiannon, the walls here seem smooth. They seem to be the same kind of stone brick that lines the entirety of the tower.
Would you like me to send out a mage hand just to put in front of their faces to distract them?
If you think that'll work.
It's worth a try.
And it can distract all 4 of them.
These are tables, right?
Yeah. You have a set of bellows on hand here. You have some mismatched constructs, perhaps even ready to be melted down into armor.
You know what the best kind of distraction is? A puppy. Go around the corner.
That also works.
I would have said death, but I get your point.
No. Go around, like, just walk out of the room.
Uh-huh.
I wild shape into a dog. Like, we're talking like black lab, total dumb dog. So I can go running into the room and like start knocking things off tables with my tail and just running and being a spaz dog.
Oh my goodness. What have I got for this? I got something. Let's get it in here. What have I got for you? Here we go. And let me get our settings right. Controlled by Rhiannon. Should be able to move it.
Yes, I can.
All right. Well then, rush into the room at your will.
Yeah. Yeah. So running into the room and start with the pointing at my freaking screen. Starting with this table, and just like being in the way of knocking things over, getting in between people's legs, just being a dog.
All right. Make a performance check.
Oh God.
And Bernardo, why don't you roll out that sleight of hand check too? Yoink.
Nice.
All right.
At least I'm rolling well when it really matters.
Ooh, yeah.
Like being an annoying dog.
With a magnificent display. Woof, woof, woof. The dog rushes around the room, and these blacksmiths are all, huh? What? Distracted. I am going to roll perception checks against Bernardo. Aaron, do you want to throw in that mage hand into the pot just to sweeten it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Chaos!
And just start putting it in front of their faces, like distracting, like getting in their way, tickling their noses, you know.
Lulu's going to whisper, oh, pretend you're trying to grab the dog with the mage hand. Ooh!
Oh, no.
And it's a good thing that there's disadvantage here so that crit gets negated. So they all fail their perception checks. Bernardo, you grab one of the 2 vials?
Yeah. I mean, if I could get 2 with an opportunity, I would have, but...
you can try and roll again. The distraction's continuing.
All right.
Yeah,
another one.
I'm running around the room like a maniac until you leave. I can do this for 3 hours.
All right. And I'm going to roll them another set, and the mage hand is continually trying to grab the dog and then grabbing people's faces on the way. Yeah, 14.
That's
12.
beautiful.
Yeah, you got them both.
And he'll make his way out as the dog and hand show continues.
As you leave, like as you're walking out, I just run out behind you.
And close the door.
Bad doggy. Yes.
run up the stairs as the dog, and I get probably about up here, and that's when I go back to B&B.
Perfect.
So is that a good distraction?
Works
was
for me.
Let's. No, yeah, stop being
Yep.
a dog. I
You're
just
all
ran up
set.
the stairs. It's like, and I'm not a dog anymore.
All right
I
then.
mean, what's the point of being able to turn into animals if I can't cause chaos with it?
In that case, we are heading upstairs. What is your destination? You are reaching, this is the second period of the day. So if you wanted to wait around for dinner, you can do that. Is there any research you want to do of any kind, any practice? We are going to take our break. So I just want to set up what your character's next activity is, if there's anything you want to do before the break, and then what we'll jump back in on.
Would there be any necessity or mechanical thing for practicing blood magic? Or are we pretty much competent now?
You are competent in first level blood magic.
Does practicing get a second level?
There's only one way to find out.
We only have 2
I
spell slots.
shoot Rhiannon. Oh, speak for
Stop
yourself.
trying to do that. Stop shooting me.
Where are we going?
Dinner.
Okay.
That, but also Bernardo wants to go to the library and see if he can get anything regarding architecture of the tower and or dungeons and or natural caverns in the vicinity,
We
etc., etc.
are also going to the library after dinner to meet up with.
Okay.
Salve.
Just
Yep.
a reminder.
Right.
All right. So, on this, let us take our break. We're going to do 10 minutes, and I will see you all after that. We are back. Let's continue. We have come to the ground floor of the Mage Tower. Ahead of you is dinner, as it stands, whenever you're ready for it. Bernardo, you wanted to investigate the library for maps of the tower.
Correct.
All right. So this is something we will resolve simply and with brevity. You, before the time of dinner comes, visit the library. You find a number of reference maps to this tower, many of which reference the lower levels. One historical references that the lower levels were a place of experimentation when this tower was a refuge for the Exaris regime and a prison during the time of the war, which ended in the Virgin Empire's organization. But generally, when it comes to numerics, the only levels that are referred to are the 10 ascending levels.
There was no reference to natural caverns or anything in the surrounding area.
Nope. I would
Right.
say that you could wager a guess that there may be. You would be aware that such things could exist, but there is no explicit reference to them.
All right. Yeah. If it's coming from ancient documents, then he's ready to believe it. But the more modern documents, he just doesn't believe because,
Right.
of course, they would be censored. God himself could not bury your friend deep enough, Rihanna.
Well, I mean, that was the library books. There's that room on the first floor of the basement that I did get some books out of, so I could always spider my way back in there.
Could
I
be
don't
worth
think
a
we
look.
have to. We could just bullshit our way in there. We're pretty good at that.
I mean, could. It was just fun.
Okay.
How often do you get to climb on the ceiling?
Daily?
If you're me, yes.
You don't know what happens in my room.
And I don't want to go back.
Goodbye.
No, I don't want to know either.
As you step into the dinner hall, you are immediately approached by Lomé, who leaps up from our conversation and says, Rhiannon, Bernardo! Hi! How are you doing? It's been forever. I feel like I haven't seen you around at all.
It's a couple days. How are you?
Yeah, but time is, time
Doesn't
goes
make
real
sense
slow
there.
when there's a couple of days. Yeah, but what have you been up to? What have you been busy with lately?
With a serious look in his eye, he stares her dead in the face and says, blood magic.
I'm gonna roll for her.
Going to break the poor girl.
That sounds like a you problem.
Watch this. We get our memories of
Really?
just a freaking serial
Why
killer.
didn't you find out about that?
We've advanced far beyond the regular curriculum here.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm still just second level. You guys have really flown ahead of me. Remember when we were roommates?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. Lulu makes her way past and puts a hand on Lume's shoulder and says, Don't worry. We'll be together again soon. Oh, hi, Lume. Lume says, Hi, Lulu. You did the thing again. Says, Oh, sorry.
I do apologize. Things happen. It's okay.
Well, tell me about it then. Let's eat together.
Sure.
Sorry, Frederick. I gotta catch up with some old friends. She jumps down into your sort of usual table spot.
Lomé, first things, where's Lewis?
Oh, I think he's over with his usual pals.
Up here.
Aaron, he's over there. Just in case you wanted to know.
What are you plotting?
I don't know, what is she plotting?
I'm
She
on
looks
fire? 'Cause that'd be
guilty.
fun.
It'd be too obvious.
And so Lomé will begin to inundate you all with questions regarding learning blood magic. Will you tell her things? What will you tell her? Or will you tell her nothing?
Bernardo won't say anything. He knows she would just blabber it all over the world. And if he does say anything, it's not able to be connected to him. It's like the
Rhiannon's
mafia.
trying to steer the conversation to find out what Lome's been up to and like the general goings on in Tower. Particularly, actually, no, Rhiannon's going to ask about what happened at the the
Blood Bowl?
the sphere composition while the meteorite hit the building.
Oh,
You just told them a meteorite hit the building.
No, I didn't. No. I just asked what happened, and I want to try and like see what happened down there while we were upstairs.
Just
basically.
Salave's team got a bye in the first round. They were going to go up against you again, and then there was a couple more rounds, and then they won in pretty spectacular fashion, actually.
Anything odd happened in that room? Like while you guys were watching?
Odd? No.
Okay.
Bright flash of light. Shaking
No.
of the walls.
Oh. There was this. Yeah, now that you mention it, sorry, I forgot my memory. Well, yeah. Things shook a bit. And, Professor Grimbold said that there was just a disturbance in the arcane flux of the Omnisphere, and he set about to correcting it. He and the other professors right away, they were using lots of minor spells to bolster it. It's a powerful device. It scales things up and down. That's So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering. I mean, we were working on some things. But yeah, no, I mean that's.
Did you make that happen with blood magic?
No.
As she says blood magic out loud, several of the apprentices around kind of turn with a, huh?
No. We got assigned a special project. That's all it is. Bernardo's just making things up.
You're right. I'm focused on controlling the stars.
Oh, I feel like you keep missing that class. Well, you'll learn it eventually. So,
yeah.
Is there anything additional you wish to do at dinner? Do you wish to converse with Lome more? Do you wish to harass Lewis? Or would you like to move on to speaking with Salave?
I'd like to move on to speaking with Salave. We're not going to bother Lewis because that means we have to be in the same general vicinity of Lewis.
Yeah, I just thought that would be funny.
Listen, if we could, somehow get him just, I don't know, relegated to the basement, I'd be fine. Not the creepy rooms, just the making food rooms. Not here.
Anywhere but here, is that what I understand you to be saying?
Yeah.
To the library.
To the library. All right. Let me bring us directly then to the second floor, where you will be meeting here. You hear the sounds of several students finishing dinner, which they've taken to be consumed while they continue studies or play games or whatnot. Salave sits at a table alone, gazing at a crystal ball which she holds in her hand. Catches you in her periphery and says, "Well, about time." Stowing it. You still want to make a deal, Rhiannon?
Have what you want.
Okay. Call it a gut instinct, but something about that makes me uneasy. I need you to sweeten the offer. You guys have been pulled out of things I hear things. I know. What's going on?
Well, we got our memories back and we ended up getting moved to to some special projects.
Have you seen that girl Alvina yet?
No, but I have an idea of where she is. I just can't figure out how to get there.
Where?
Below the 5th floor of the basement.
All right, that's interesting enough. Follow me. Makes her way over to the restricted section. Casting.
Do you know if there's anything below the 5th floor of the basement?
I don't, but I always thought there was only the fifth floor of the basement. That's
I
intriguing.
haven't seen it, but you know.
But you believe in it, and that's enough for me right now.
I don't need to believe in it. You know, there's magical ways of finding things.
Come in. She's used a spell to unlock this door, allowing passage for you, and says, "Everyone, come on." She's going to prepare another spell. She'll cast on the door once again an arcane lock. Now, she looks around and places this crystal ball on the floor here, and then utters an incantation. And the crystal ball rises to form the silhouette of a silvery doorway. It's full-sized. She then opens and says, "Come on in."
You're a lot more advanced than you lead on.
No, that's not me. That's just what I stole a while ago.
Well, steps on through.
Yeah, same.
So, you will make your way to here and find yourself within this environment. A garden. Around you are paths, grass, bushes. You can see rows of flowers against wooden walls. Spaces, a bit Spartan, but a glowing fountain. You can see a table. You can see even this small pond of water within. But the walls themselves of this space seem to be somewhat ethereal, as if bleeding into the nothingness where you presently reside. And Salave will say, "Well, we'll be safe here for the duration of this, which is about as long as I want it to be. No one can find the door unless I let them." She wanders over and just plops herself down on this bench and says, "Relax, be at ease. Welcome to my own personal sanctum."
Okay, this is amazing.
She smiles and says, "I've got plenty of tricks."
Bernardo's kind of like, this is what you could come up with? This is the limits of your creativity?
Rhiannon's like running her hands through the bushes and stuff.
Look, it's a bit of a... It glitches occasionally and gets reset. I have to all kind of build it again. But I've done good work on this garden. I'm happy with this.
Rhiannon has also slid off her shoes and so is standing in the grass.
I thought you'd be like a puppy running around on the grass.
No. Right now it's just like, no.
I would note, while you feel the sensation of grass against your feet, the earth beneath it feels wrong. Not in a disturbing way, but in a clearly artificial sense.
You're in the Matrix.
Close enough right now. I haven't felt grass in a while. Take what I can get. All right.
Sure you eat some.
She'll say,
"Just because I'm a druid doesn't mean I eat grass."
She's not a cow.
Cute. I could be though. I'm just saying.
See, she said it herself.
I said I could be. I say I am. But anyways, all right. Just understand something. One, it's going to be really weird when you first drink this. Two, first night's sleep afterwards, you're gonna remember even more.
Okay. And what do I need to do to get it from you again?
Believe me. And drink it. I don't want you tossing it or something.
Just give it to her.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
She'll take it, look at it. Says, well, this is a very elaborate ruse if you want to poison me. She's going to cast detect magic on it before doing anything else. She looks to Lulu and says, are you deceiving me? And Lulu says, the only one that's being deceived here is you, but not by us. Says, okay. Takes the vial. And passes out promptly and falls off the bench.
Rhiannon would have run over to try and ease her down so she doesn't hurt herself.
Yeah, you catch her just long enough that her head softly thunks onto the grass. And Lulu kind of slinks over and then mimes her hands like this and goes, time to steal all her stuff. And then walks away.
I mean,
Bernardo's not going to steal her stuff. He's just going to like put her in like some weird position and cover her with like twigs and put branches in her hands and stuff. Kind of like she's built up to crazy.
Once she's laying down, Rhiannon has already sat down and has her feet in the little pond.
All right.
She's just like, okay, we'll deal with that when she wakes up. I have the closest thing to nature I've had in a while.
You're not even the least bit curious about stealing her stuff?
No.
Aaron?
Yeah, I'm gonna look through it.
Okay.
You're terrible.
Stowed away
Splash
in
water.
her robes,
Bernardo.
you seem to be able to find a couple of unused spell scrolls as well as several used ones. Do you want to steal those? She would certainly know they were gone.
Cut it out. You remember when we got our memories back? It was not the most delightful experience. Be nice. For now.
You've never said that I'm nice. What is this?
You could try it.
I did once when I was a kid. It's overrated.
Lulu says, you can be nice when you want to.
Lulu believes in you.
And Lulu, you can dance when you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
I'm sorry. He's terrible. There's no saving him.
Gina, are you stealing or are you leaving?
Nothing that interests me.
Okay. Do you want to read the spell scrolls?
Oh yeah.
Sure. What she has stowed here is a scroll of Dimension Door and a scroll of Cone of Cold.
Yeah, this is nothing that interests me. It's not fire.
All right. And so eventually she will come to, and as she does so, very confusedly kind of reach for the twigs that are in her hair, and then she's got them in her hands, and she's... Oh! Hells! She stands up resolutely.
I'm just pointing at Bernardo.
She did some crazy stuff while she was sleeping. I'm not responsible for that.
Yeah,
You were out for a couple minutes at most.
sure. Sure. She looks around. Her eyes are a little bit wide. Oh. Hi. Hello, everyone. I shouldn't have drank that.
Why not?
Put it this way. From what little I just saw, I saw a contract. Binds my soul. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't in effect while that knowledge wasn't in my mind.
Oh.
Reaches around and feels at her back, almost itching.
Yeah, I've got one of those too. It'll be alright.
Never mind.
At least now you know.
Just sits down, kind of
Why
holds her
you're here.
head. Yeah. I got caught on purpose. I wanted to get away. Well,
Sorry.
no. Now I'm aware of it.
Well, there is a solution if you don't want it. Just go to the headmaster, tell him to take your memories again. He'll gladly do it.
I've seen enough of this place now. I'm done with it. On to different pastures. So getting out of here. What's your plan?
So,
Plan?
Yeah,
weird.
you've been at it for a while. You've been working with that girl Alvina. You've been all over the place. You've been downstairs now. Talking about
Can you
places
fly?
further than I've seen.
Can you fly?
What?
Maybe.
Learn how to fly, and
No.
you'll have your out.
Well, no, not
Okay.
necessarily. We could all have done it too. There's now a giant hole in the wall. 10th floor, or 9th floor.
8th floor. Okay.
8th, sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. What's keeping you here then?
We want to know what the headmaster's up to.
Knowledge. He plans on supplanting the Virgin Empire with his own rule.
Yeah.
For mages everywhere.
Wow, he's got to have quite a lot of power to think that that's within reach.
You have no idea.
Tell me then. I'm interested.
He is very powerful from the little bit we've seen. He uses blood magic.
Oh, I thought that was a dead art. Wow.
Uh,
I wonder where he
dead.
learned it.
He's older than he seems. I don't know.
My
how much,
theory
but-
is that he's some sort of lich or something that has lived for a very long time.
That'd be very interesting.
It's just a theory, though. Just the comments he makes. He refers to himself as old, powerful, knowledgeable, and time doesn't really seem to bother him.
Well, then maybe this is the right place for me. And maybe knowing my purpose for being here. Enough power to... Oh, I'll have to meditate on it. I can't say what exactly I'm trying to do. Sleep, you're right.
Yeah, you'll know more then. I didn't see everything when I first got my memories back. It wasn't until after I went to bed that night that I got the rest.
Right.
So you have some, just not all.
Well, if you're putting together a team to decipher the secret to this place, count me in.
Honestly, we could use it. You seem to be good about getting things around here.
I am. You're not,
You'll,
but I can help with that.
No, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at it. I'm fully aware. Oh, by the way, meant to tell you that. You know your favorite dust? 1, created by slave labor, and 2 is actually killing innocent creatures.
Didn't know the second part. Guessed the first
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. It's just sort of a control mechanism I use.
That's fair. But yeah, no, there's
what's it
creatures.
made of again?
Well, I'm not sure what it's made of, but I know that I saw a creature in one of those crystals, the big ones.
What creature would that be?
Dragon.
Ha!
Dragon.
Solove exclaims. You mean that we've been snorting dragon dust this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well,
Really, it's killing plenty of innocent creatures. I don't actually know how many. I only saw one.
Lewis
That's
always
part
did
of
want to
the-
be a dragon air sorcerer. I guess he is.
Lewis is barely a magic user.
So here's the
Useful
here's the
idiot.
deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are apprentices to the headmaster. He
Okay,
has
that's
no
good.
interest in you, as is, not to be arrogant this one time, but he refers to us as savants, while the rest of you are here, tools, pawns.
Yeah.
You will help spread the word, bring others into our fold that you can trust, and we will keep learning knowledge from the headmaster. And what would you say your number one goal is?
Power. I need power. I can't say to what
Same as
end right
this.
now, but it seems to be some kind of contract that I'm stuck in that I want to get out of.
All right. I might know a guy for you, actually. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
And also, anybody we know is not exactly helpful when we're here.
All right.
Now,
could you
these
teach?
memories.
Could you pass on some of the teachings from the headmaster to me?
Might be possible.
Possible. However, he did something that to create a
We don't
focus for us. We
know.
don't know that part.
Well, we don't know if it'll work 100%, but we can definitely experiment if you're into that.
I'm willing to try anything. Once.
We can work with that.
I find you need twice to get a really good opinion of it, but I digress.
Fair enough.
And our goal is what? And he's looking at Aaron and Rhiannon. Just so everyone's clear.
I think the ultimate goal is to find a way out of here.
Well, we already have one.
An actual logistically sound way.
Yeah.
Just jumping out of a building and wandering into the tundra is not the best plan of action.
But it would work. However,
kind
the
of.
people that we are bringing into our little gang here would probably want their memories back too. I don't know what he would think about repeated visits to the memory well, so to speak. Perhaps we should ask him tomorrow.
Yeah.
He seems to draw power from others' memories. How willing would he be to give them up?
I don't think he's drawing power from actual power. It's more controlling the school power from those memories. Unfortunately, we already know that some are lost.
And he's using souls to power these armors.
Yeah, that too. And potentially the golems.
And he pulls out those 2 vials.
Oh, those are interesting. Let me have a look at them. Solove reaches for them.
He'll hand one to her.
She'll just take it and look at it. Wow, that's odd. Gives it back to you.
What's odd about it?
I've just never seen a bottle contain something really that looked like that before. But I think you're right. It's probably a soul.
Like.
Yeah.
What?
Usually I've seen people contain them in coins, I think.
I've accidentally released one of them. Well, not an accident. I just didn't know it was going to work that well.
Well, that's good.
Figured out.
Can you do it again?
Tomorrow.
Okay. That's a start.
They're susceptible to anti-magic effects.
Yeah. And it releases the soul, and the soul can go run.
Do you know how to dispel magic?
Not yet.
Learn
but
it.
hopefully I can learn to. With your help.
Yeah.
Good. This time Lulu's gonna come up behind Bernardo and Aaron and put her hands on your shoulders and say, "Look, I recognize that you all want to leave. You have lives to go back to. I have just my duty to my friend who helped me this far. With what we've found so far, I think I can help her on my own. If you all want to leave, pursue your own lives, I can't take that from you."
We can't leave yet, and I'm not leaving Elvina there.
Okay. Just know that you have the option.
I know, but Lulu, I'm worried about you too.
I'll be
I
fine.
don't want to leave people here. This place is.
I'm not
With
as...
us. The things we saw. I don't want to leave people here. If that
Yeah,
could be the punishment.
it's horrible.
I agree.
Bernardo offers once more to take her memories.
She'll say, Bernardo, it'd kill you. Slowly.
So does life.
I barely made it here in time to live, I think. No.
Well, we're gonna get. We're not gonna leave you here. And we're not just gonna also go running out into the wilds, not knowing what the heck we're gonna do. Because also I don't know where we're going. I would love to go back home, but I have a feeling that home is a disaster now. And it's kind of my fault. So if I can go back home with help, it might be better. So if we're gonna do this... Also, again, knowing what we know, I can't leave people here. This place needs to...
Sullivan will say, well, all right, standing up. I can definitely use my connections to help us out here, but I need to sleep to integrate this memory. There's bedrooms in here if you want them. Just take a right, follow the hallway. They're there. You can sleep in here for the night if you'd like to. The mansion will stay up all night. I'll be in my room if you need me. Or you can just leave. Oh, but I locked you in. Do you guys want to stay or leave?
Can we stay?
Yep.
Sure.
Wake me up if you need anything. But I might curse you with a devil curse.
That's fine.
Can't be worse than anything else we've seen.
Yep.
How did Contropolis make out so far with his dexterity disadvantage?
You'll have to ask him in the morning.
Surprised he didn't cut himself putting the scalpel down.
We'll see. Lulu's gonna say, all right. Well, I think I'll go to rest then.
I'm good here. I haven't slept outside in a very long time.
Bernardo's just going to go and lay on the table and sleep there.
Perfect. All right, folks. This is, I think, a good point to ask you what your trajectory is for the next day and for your continued venture in the tower. Where do we stand? What are next steps? Obviously, there is additional inquiring with the headmaster. He's not always a fountain of answers. So what are you all thinking?
Bernardo's interested in going to meet with the headmaster again and learn whatever he wants to teach, possibly have a few questions. And then after that, you know, whatever the group wants to do in terms of searching for Alvina or anything else, really. There are IO stones, about 2 of them. And so if he hears anything relating to those, then maybe he would try to get that.
I might be able to help with that too. Hold on. I think I can do that. I have locate object.
Screw your friend, find my stone.
Oh, okay. It's only a level 2 spell. I can totally do that and
What?
then...
This whole time?
No, I said I had it, and then I had to prepare it because it was prepared, and then we went and did other stuff. Not my fault.
God.
You got distracted.
Okay.
It's prepared. It is prepared. We can go do that first thing in the morning. Okay? Like,
No,
grab
we
your
gotta find
breakfast.
friend.
Grab your breakfast to go. We can find your... They're probably Well, no. We had to
Breakfast to
figure
go
out.
is a breakfast burrito.
Probably. That's fine. They're delicious. But no, we need to find out because I want to talk to the headmaster because I want to know where the other floors are. Okay, I know where the other floors are because that's how buildings work. They're just underneath the floor above them.
Watching her figure that out is just priceless.
Hey man, druid school. Don't teach
Druids,
it
man.
all.
Am I right? Am I
have
right?
a -1 to intelligence. I am not
So do I.
smart. Not smart. All of our buildings are one floor. Leave me alone. Yeah, no, I mean I can help you find your IO stones.
I feel
can
like
do
we're
that too.
dragging Aaron around. Why don't we let Aaron drive the bus for once?
Yeah.
What do you think?
What are our options?
Have a meeting with the headmaster.
Whatever you can imagine.
Meeting with the headmaster. You have the downstairs, which remains enigmatic. There is certainly something beneath that 5th floor down. How to reach it, you all haven't discerned yet. Certainly could
That's
continue.
what I want to figure out. I want to figure out how to get down to that mysterious negative floor.
Perhaps the library, which has restricted readings, could have some tomes which could help you.
Where we're technically in right now.
No, I mean the one on the second level down.
The downstairs one.
Mhm. These restricted readings are... It's just
Curated.
Yeah. And then we have this. Bernardo. As you are getting yourself comfortable in your coat on this table, your sword, which has been quiet, says, "Hey there, Bernie. How you doing?"
I am outstanding. You only talk to me when you want something, so let's have it.
Well, I just wanted to make sure we were okay. You really weren't very happy about how we got here. And now that you've got full recollection of that, I just wanted to be sure that our goals are still where they are at.
Well, seeing as you never told me what your goal is, no, they're not okay. I have no idea what it is we're supposed to be doing. And when I say we, I mean you.
Well, have I not already described that I'm trapped? And the Io stones are the keys to my freedom?
Yes, and I am looking for those. You also mentioned we can save them, but who is it we're supposed to be saving?
What do you mean? Save who?
Yes, something you said to me in a dream. We can save them.
I think I may have been referring to the common folk of Cadlia. The downtrodden that could use our magic for their aid.
Okay. If that's what you meant, then that's what you meant. Yes, I will find these stones. Is there anything else that your agenda includes that I don't know yet?
It's hard
Just kind
when
of
you're
irritated right now.
It's hard when you're a goddess of secrets and can't access all of them. There is more, but I'm unable to share it with you now. Once you acquire the 6th Io stone, I will.
You have the same mannerisms as our friend Lulu here, who says that her memories are too much for one person to contain.
She's
Are
interesting.
you missing your memories?
No, I'm just missing access.
And the stones give you access?
And you. Stones in your hand are the key.
Are you telling me that you are literally trapped in my blade and have no influence in the universe right now?
Not in the blade. The blade is a keyhole into where I'm trapped. With the stones, it can be widened into a door. You can step through and use them as the key to the lock that bars me.
How did you become entrapped?
A cruel foe of the divine like myself.
Yeah, you're gonna have to elaborate a little more.
The goddess of darkness, goddess of secrets, who wishes for all to remain shrouded. She assailed my sanctum, my library. She not only trapped my knowledge, but trapped me within it. It took me a long time to get this blade free, as a conduit through which a noble soul might free me.
Well, that's your first problem. Well, I don't think we have a noble soul here. However,
I believe
what was
in you,
this?
Bernardo. I believe in your nobility. I know that others may not see it, but I do.
What was this goddess of darkness name?
Her name was Sharna.
Fitting. Question. You were present for the discussions with the headmaster.
Yes?
You heard his speech. Would it be, in your estimation, beyond the realm of possibility that he perhaps is working to keep this Sharna in power? It just seems like he is keeping memories shrouded, taking thoughts from people, keeping secrets.
He is a master of secrets, that much is certain. But allegiance with Sharna, can't say for sure. I haven't seen the signs yet, but it is possible. I will keep on the lookout, and I will tell you if I see anything.
All right.
But as a
well,
goddess of secrets, the signs themselves are shrouded. As he is a man of secrets, that is the first clue.
I tend to discover secrets by cutting them open and pulling them out.
Then perhaps that will be the solution.
Perhaps. Is there anything else that you require?
I have always only ever required your gracious aid. And that is all for now.
He's a little irritated with all of her asking and not being, he feels like she's not telling him direct answers. Everything's like a maybe and a mystery and this and that. So he says, okay, good night. He just rolls over and goes to sleep.
And she gives you silence. Coming to, will you all make your way to breakfast in the morning?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Solove will walk with you. Alongside her, as you walk down, she will share bits of what she's learned about her past, saying, daren't speak certain names in these halls, lest call their eyes. But put simply, I am a servant of undesirable devils. I have been since my birth. As for flight you mentioned, that's a possibility, but not yet. I need more power. I had it once, but this place diminished it, which kept me hidden. Has kept me hidden until now. Anyway, I've got to speak with some people on our behalf. She darts off.
Before she goes, Bernardo wants to say to
Yeah.
her real quickly that is ask her basically if she's familiar with Io, the goddess of secrets, and If she's willing, Bernardo has somewhat of a almost direct access to the goddess's voice, if she would be wishing to discuss the terms of her contract with her to see if what can be done on a divine level.
She'll say, "That's a good angle. Let's not start there, though, because a lot of gods don't like my kind. Keep it in the back pocket."
Okay.
She just had a thought, and she just confirmed it.
Oh?
She had more power before she came here.
Just like we did.
They're dampening.
That is
everything.
not surprising.
What have they done to Lo Mei?
Taking
Something
your
tells-
memories takes your power.
I'm just wondering if, and I look over at Lulu, if they aren't double dipping into people's memories.
Says,
I think they're taking everything except for the basic personality.
a lot is possible.
But
One
again,
thing
I
is
just
certain,
was
my
missing-
stomach is growling.
Yes, eggs.
Yeah.
As you enter this space, a hand reaches out and grabs your wrist, Bernardo. Metropolis has sighted you. He says, "You!
Unhand me, you fiend.
You were the first to put your little sticky magical fingers on me. And now look at mine." And you can see several cuts and scrapes on his fingers. He says, "I'm a dexterous little man, and I don't cut myself. I know you cast a spell on me."
Those are the hands of a buffoon. I did no such thing.
"Buffoon! You're the buffoon! I'll have you!" As he stands up and he's gonna try and punch you.
Rhiannon is just like
Alrighty.
almost her face on the table, laughing so hard.
Okay.
Bernardo's like, what is going on? And he's like, do you really want me to draw this blade? Because I will.
Okay. Here goes. He hits you. It's a 3 to hit. That misses. And he just
Alrighty.
stumbles to the side and says, "Ah, yes. Come on. Put up your fists. Come on."
Not today, little man. I will
Little?
kill
Who
you
you
some
calling
other
little?
time.
What about little?
Yes, but you're more little than I am.
Oh,
And he
you.
slaps him across the face. Whoosh. Like a noble slap, challenging him to a duel.
Eh.
And then he looks at the armor, is like, are duels permitted here?
And the armor just steps forward and says, "Halt! Cease this violence." Metropolis turns towards the armor with a, "I'll get you back, Bernardo. Oh, you have my word on that."
I'll get you, my pretty. Chuckling to himself as usual, Bernardo just goes to breakfast.
Excellent. We will be concluding our session with your lesson with the headmaster, assuming that you intend to attend it. And then we will possibly even be picking up our next session on a following day. So this is the time that I would like to pose you the question. Outside of any happenings within that lesson, what is your next course of action, which may be off-screen investigation, may be research? Let's assemble, at least for each of your characters, an objective that you want to pursue during the remainder of the day.
Get back into that downstairs library.
Okay, so
In the basement.
Yep.
To see if there's any real maps of the building.
off-screen blood vendetta against Contropolis, looking for Iowa stones.
Yeah, I guess I'll help him with that too.
Okay.
I just picture you going through your list of like, by the way, I still have a blood feud with Contropolis.
Haven't cleared that one off the list yet. He called me little.
All right,
Okay.
let's just get this here. Okay. Rhiannon, check out the downstairs library. Aaron, investigate those lower floors again. And Bernardo, searching for IO stones within the lower floors. Okay. I think these are reasonable courses of action, things which I can inform you on the success or failure or developments on. Are there any breakfast interactions which you wish to have before we move on to lesson?
Do we want to talk to, I think his name was Johnston, this guy up here, and try to communicate with him?
Oh, yeah.
See, he
He
even
might be
takes a plate
useful.
of food, his plate of food away from the table where Salve is speaking and sits over here.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think now's the time.
Yep. Yeah.
Go talk to him, and as you get up to go talk, he steals your food. Got him.
Turn back around. You are an evil little man.
Yes, but at least I'm not hungry.
One day I'm going to stab you with a fork, and it's going to be hilarious.
I await with bated breath.
Is anybody coming with me? Anybody? Friends? Thank you.
After he ate your breakfast fries.
Oh no!
Potatoes.
Don't eat people's breakfast fries. That upsets
They're
me.
potatoes!
I think in some countries those are known as home fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ate my potatoes.
Potato.
I love potatoes.
You have a seat with Johnston, and he says, "Well, hello, friends. How are you doing? How is your time in the tower treating you?"
Interesting.
Yes. Indeed. Tell me more. Has anything notable occurred? I hope you're not involved in Salave's latest scheme over there.
What do you mean?
She just seems to be riling people up, trying to cause trouble. I don't like it. This is a
Fine.
good place. This is a place where we can all exist in harmony and peace.
You have to understand that people like us and Salome didn't come here under peaceful pretenses.
But this is a place where you leave your past behind, where you move on into the bright future. Come, how are your studies? Have you progressed in level at all?
Oh
Quite a
yes,
bit,
we
actually.
have moved quite up. And tell him, what are we sleeping on, the 8th floor, 7th
Ninth.
floor, 9th? We're
Ninth.
sleeping on the 9th floor now. And just, he's not going to explain the studies, but the fact that we're on the 9th floor should tell him everything he's asking. And then we'll say, do you have any desire to know what memories you are missing, or are you content with not knowing?
I am content with not knowing as well as I know. I came here willingly and have studied very happily. And I wish you all the greatest of congratulations in your increase of rank. That is truly astounding, for surely your travels will take you away from the tower soon, which will miss you. You have been welcome faces in this community.
Aw, and Bernardo will miss him too. Um, and Bernardo will say, if you have no wish to know who you were, then it is not for us to force it upon you. If there's any way we can help you with your studies, let me know. However, do know that Solovey does not act out of ill intent or maliciousness. She's doing what she thinks is best, just as you do what you think is best.
Well, that much is true. Though it does bother me just a bit, the way in which people seem to get hurt around her. Those around her seem to be quicker on their descent to lower, less pleasant levels of the tower.
Doesn't it bother you that there are less pleasant levels here?
Well, if there weren't, then how could we have a fair and equitable society? I mean, the people that cause riots, cause fights, as Bernardo, I saw you almost got into. What is to be done with them? How can we live in harmony if such people try and disrupt that?
Yes, you saw that man attack me. Fortunately, he is a buffoon. However, I was not forced to educate him in the ways of warfare. However, a person's inability to accept societal rules does not mean that they should be used as experiments of the flesh, cut into, experimented upon, treated like cattle.
Not given basic needs to survive and tortured.
Well, I'm
Universal
deserve
income and
that.
healthcare.
glad to hear that you have some standards, but there are harsh truths of such reality that a blind eye is better turned to. Now, I... I see one of my friends is gesturing for my attention. I wish you all a
Sometimes riots are
Good.
necessary.
good
and
rest of
walk
your
away.
breakfast.
Go away. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Have a great day. And remember, if you need help, I'm here for you.
He's the
Thank
only
you.
one.
Oh.
Why do I feel like he knows my past?
I don't know, but I don't like him.
That just seemed very targeted. Maybe I'm just,
Targeted? What did he say that targeted you?
I might have kind of gotten here not because of a flower, but because I used a thunderclap on some strike breakers.
Sullivan will stand up as you
Right.
pass by and say, "Good news. I've got these three with me, plus Lewis."
Great.
That's a good start. Make
great.
sure that no one gets hurt until it's time, if such things become necessary.
She gives you a wink, fondles a pouch of virgin powder dust, and says, "Hey, Lewis, catch!" and throws it at his face. He goes, "Huh?" Oh! As it hits him in the side of the head.
Okay,
With
that
a
was
chuckle.
necessary.
If only we had a mute spell.
It's called silence.
I think I saw a silence
don't
scroll
have-
down in that library.
I was gonna head down there anyways.
It's not
Might
permanent.
happen.
He won't be permanently silenced.
That's fine.
All right,
I can turn him into something quiet.
I'm gonna keep
Carry
speaking
on.
to people.
I
Yes.
like that.
No.
We have a
please,
meeting with the
move.
headmaster.
Let us take you all then to that 9th floor, where surely the headmaster awaits you again.
Lily, you coming to the lesson?
Yeah, I'll come to this one. May as well.
Good. Too good to get out of the room. Just, change of scenery. That's not the crunchy room. I'm gonna keep calling it that because it's funny. Even though what's happening in the room is terrible.
Le Crunchy.
Finding your way here, the headmaster waits for you again. Looking towards the golem pool, turns around and says, "Ah, I'm pleased to see that you've joined us today, little one. You'll be most frightened, I'm sure, by, what should have been a decision I made already. Nonetheless, please, come in." And from outside the doors, Alvina steps into the room and says, "Hi, everyone. How are
Does
you
she
all
look okay?
faring?"
Does she look skinnier than we last saw her? Does she look tired? Does she look injured at all?
Is she mind controlled?
She looks
basically
a
left
little
everyone.
worried, but Otherwise seems alright. And the headmaster turns to you all to say, 5 students of blood magic. Well shall be our studies this day.
Thank you, but please stop calling me little.
He was calling Lulu little one.
I know, but he
Not,
was.
not you.
You ruined my bit. Knock it off.
Alvina will follow him, and Lulu will, with concern, follow her.
I'm gonna follow. I joined the concerned crew with Lulu.
Where is Contropolis this day?
Headmaster chuckles. Something about needing to take a day off because he cut his hands. Surely none of your doing.
Of course not. However, should he accost me again, it will cost him.
I'll warn him not to. I would hate to have to clean up a bloody mess. Enough of that is spilled, as we work. Nonetheless, let us begin. And as he produces 2 more needles, we will conclude our session for today. And next time, continue with your blood magical education and whatever is next. Thank you all for being here today. Good rest of your week. I will see you all soon.